is a global news update on top accolade news. Tonight we're tracking the world in motion. Around the world, power is on trial, is in court, in battlefields, in boardrooms, and even in the heart of Hollywood. From Romania's failed coup and Bolsonaro's hospital bed to TikTok's survival deal and Gaza's desperate fight, these stories show how fragile strength can be when tested. The headlines: Romania charges ex-presidential candidate in failed coup plot. Convicted former leader Bolsonaro hospitalized in Brasilia. Trump announced US-China deal to keep TikTok running. Hong Kong leader unveils economic and social blueprints. We begin in Eastern Europe, where Romania's democracy is reeling. Prosecutors says a former presidential contender turned coup plotter and Russia's overshadow is written all over it. Romania's prosecutors have charged far-right former presidential candidate Călin Georgescu and 20 others with plotting a coup after Georgescu's annulled 2024 election win was linked to Russian interference. Authorities allege the group conspired to raid Bucharest, stockpiling weapons, gold, and cash, while prosecutors cite evidence of foreign-backed disinformation and cyber attacks. The case underscores how Russia's shadow campaigns can turn electoral chaos into an existential threat. When ballots are hacked, democracy itself becomes a hostage. Meanwhile, thousands of miles away in South America, Brazil confronts its own crisis, with Jair Bolsonaro's sudden hospitalization. Brazil's former president Jair Bolsonaro under house arrest after his conviction for leading an attempted coup was hospitalized on Tuesday following violent hiccup episodes and vomiting, his family confirmed. Doctor says he remains under observation after receiving intravenous treatment, while allies push for amnesty against his 27-year prison term. Once a firebrand who shocked Brazil's democracy, Bolsonaro now finds his fate tied as much to frail health as the courts, a dramatic fall from power that underscores how swiftly history turns its own strongest men. After politics and prison in Brazil, we pivot to profit and platforms in America, where Donald Trump says TikTok's fate has been sealed in a high-stakes deal. President Donald Trump confirmed on Tuesday that the US and China reached an agreement to keep TikTok operating, requiring ByteDance to transfer 80% of its US assets to American investors while retaining just under a 20% stake. The White House extended the deadline to December 16th, giving both sides 90 more days to finalize the deal amid lingering national security concerns. With 170 million American users and Washington wary of Beijing's influence, the high-stakes negotiations highlight how a viral app has become a geopolitical pawn, proof that in today's world, even dances and memes can shake global power plays. After TikTok's reprieve in Washington, Hong Kong lays out its own economic lifeline with housing, healthcare, and a golden trade hub. Hong Kong leader John Lee on Wednesday delivered his fourth policy address, reaffirming a 2025 growth forecast of 2% to 3% and pledging to boost housing, income, and healthcare, while unveiling plans for an international gold trading market, fintech expansion, and a sustainable aviation fuel industry. His measures come as the country grapples with China's slowdown and global trade tensions, but critics noted a lack of bold new housing initiatives. In a city squeezed between mainland ambition and local needs, Lee's vision suggests that prosperity may glitter like gold, but only if trust in the system shines just as bright. You're watching the Global News Update on Top Accolade News. Do stay with us. Still to come. Thanks for staying with us. The world's attention shifts now to Gaza, where Israel's offensive has turned survival itself into its front line. Israel launched a major ground offensive into Gaza City on Tuesday, intensifying airstrike and tank incursion as Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu declared the war at a critical stage. Despite UN warnings of genocide and famine and appeals from humanitarian agencies over the plight of nearly 1 million residents, Israeli forces pressed forward, citing the need to dismantle Hamas and free hostages. With families fleeing through rubble-strewn streets and children facing starvation, Gaza City has become the epicenter of a humanitarian catastrophe. In this war, survival itself is now the battlefield. The scale shifts from the rubble of Gaza to a university stage in Utah, but the lesson is no less grave. Violence does not respect borders. Utah prosecutors announced they would pursue the death penalty against 22-year-old Tyler Robinson, accused of fatally shooting conservative activist Charlie Kirk during a Utah Valley University event. Court filings revealed incriminating text in which Robinson admitted planning the attack and expressed hatred over Kirk's rhetoric. Prosecutors cited political targeting and endangerment of children as aggravating factors, while Robinson remains jailed without bond ahead of September 29th hearing. In a nation already fractured by deep ideological divides, the killing stands as a chilling reminder that words can turn into bullets when politics descends into violence. After the dark of political violence, the nation pauses to remember a man who gave light on screen and vision of it, Robert Redford. Robert Redford, the Oscar-winning actor and director, celebrated for classics like Bud Cassidy, has died in his Utah home, his publicist confirmed. Stars paid tribute to his artistry, activism, and the Sundance Film Festival he founded. A legend has left the stage, but his influence will play on for generations. And now in sports, Taylor Townsend apologizes for remarks on Chinese cuisine. U.S. tennis player Taylor Townsend has apologized after sparking backlash with social media comments about frog dishes at a buffet in Shenzhen, where she is competing in the Billie Jean King Cup. Acknowledging her privilege and praising local hospitality, Townsend stressed her remarks did not reflect her true views. In a sport that crosses border, respect must travel too. And that's our world tonight. Leaders falling, empires shifting, legends fading, and athletes learning. Power rises and collapses, but truth remains. History moves fast and it never waits. That's from all of us. Thanks for watching. I am Ojarumi Okocha. Do have a wonderful day and keep watching the global news updates on Top Accolade News.